But first, we are taking somewhere pretty special this morning. Maybe it'll get you up and motivated to get going, to get moving this morning. The ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. Such a cool space. I know you've been there before as well. That's where a lot of the runners, the races, that's kind of center stage for them. And we're going to check on why these Disney races are so popular. So take a look. All right, good morning. We are talking about Run Disney races this morning, which I am just now finding out that they are the largest in the nation, and I'm so excited to hear why so many of you maybe watching right now have maybe been a part of this. Tina's going to tell us all about it. I'm signed up for my first one in January, but let's talk about kind of the big umbrella of what you guys are doing here and why this is so popular.
Well, so running is extremely popular, and most people have a high affinity and love Disney. They know they can expect a great service from us, and then when you run our races and have that milestone achievement, you get to collect commemorative medals that are inspired by your favorite Disney characters. You're going to see Disney characters along the race course that kind of give you that motivation to keep moving and running, and makes you feel very safe and happy while you're here. As well as you're going to also get to run through the Disney theme parks before they're even open to the day guests, which is very magical in the early morning hours.
What's pretty cool about the Run Disney races too is no matter where you're at, what level of running, maybe you're like myself and maybe this is the first time you're going to do it, or an experienced runner, I feel like there is truly something for everyone.
There really is. So if you're not an experienced runner, we have training programs that you can get from our website that tell you can actually have a run-walk method. You could actually walk the entire distance if you're able to keep a certain pace. And then for a more experienced runner who might be trying to get a personal record or a specific time, our courses are very flat in Florida, so they can really get their speed going.
All right, so talk about the themes throughout the year too, and I know there's some that are certainly more popular, already sold out as well, but talk about the different themes that people really gravitate toward.
Right, so our kind of granddaddy of them all, we celebrated our 25th anniversary last year for the Walt Disney World Marathon that's been occurring here, and that's our only race weekend that includes a full marathon distance, and that celebrates everything classic Disney. The Fab Five, that a lot of international runners will come for that event. That's very appealing for that. And then the Princess Half Marathon weekend is one of the largest female-focused races in the nation, and again, people love to, one of the other elements is they love to theme their race attire, almost costume-like to the theme of the race, so you'll see people running in tiaras and tutus and all kinds of elaborate outfits. Then we also have the Wine and Dine Half Marathon weekend, which occurs during our Epcot Food and Wine Festival, so it's a great way to kind of reward and celebrate your achievement. You go and feel like you've kind of earned your right to go eat and drink around the world. And then we have our Star Wars Rival Run weekend, and that celebrates all things Star Wars, which is a very different theme for a lot of people and a lot of enthusiasts. And that has been very appealing to maybe non and first-time runners because they're so drawn to the Star Wars experience that they're willing to take it on to get the amazing medals.
For those who have not done a race, explain the atmosphere. And there is, people know Disney is the happiest place on earth. What is it about running here in this location? Can you put your finger on it? Can you explain that?
I believe it is absolutely the encouragement and camaraderie of the other runners, and many people, we have tons of stories of people who have made friendships of people they've run with races at here. The cast members obviously are very welcoming and encouraging. They'll come out onto the course and encourage people along. And again, they're just like at our kids races, you'll see, hopefully maybe if one of your kids does that, they will run straight towards Mickey Mouse because that's a motivation. Adults do the exact same thing when they see them at a mile marker or somewhere along the race course. It provides them the extra lift of energy to get them the next mile and the next mile. So,
all right, well, as we wrap up here, any last minute advice as I again continue this journey onto my first 5K? Anything, any words of wisdom?
I would say do not be intimidated. You can do this. You will have the time of your life, and it becomes very infectious, and hopefully you will finish the 5K, then want to do a 10K, then want to challenge yourself with a half, and many times...
She's so optimistic.
Oh yeah. And I will say, children provide the motivation because they see it as something that you can do and achieve, and they can do that with you. So that could be also a great motivator for you.
All right, Tina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm super excited. Again, my race coming up in January. While we were there, too, we also met with Jeff Galloway. With those who are runners, you know his name. He's actually developed, he's an Olympian. He does a marathon. He's in his 70s now. Him and his wife do a marathon a month.
Oh, sure.
He's done
Why
like
not?
every Disney marathon. But he has developed, and it actually, while I was talking with him, I've since switched up the way I'm training. So his is the 30 seconds running, 30 seconds walking, run, walk, run, walk, run, walk.
Huh.
So far, so good. We'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And then also stay tuned because there could be an opportunity for you to run or run, walk this race with me.
With the Disney.
Yeah. So
And they
stay
really
tuned.
are so popular.
I know. They're huge.
I'm not a runner, but I can always tell when a Disney race happened just because of like my social networking is all people with the ears and everything. And good for them and good for you. And I will be cheering from right here on the couch. Maybe I'll be eating or indulging in what's coming up next.
This is our